Hi there, I hope you've all had a good week. Well, this week at Fountain Retreats, I'm going to chat about menopause and weight gain. Does being menopausal contribute to weight gain? I know, what a topic, but one that affects an increasing amount of women. 2/3 of us, unfortunately, are overweight or obese, so combine that with being menopausal and it can become a really challenging time for some women. So why can weight gain be common amongst menopausal women, and why is it so hard to shift those extra pounds? Well, alongside simply getting older, unfortunately, your hormones are fluctuating all over the place, causing havoc, contributing to the slowing down of your metabolic rate and also the way that your body distributes and stores fat. So it's really common for women to start putting weight on around their middle or their hips. Obviously not everybody, but one of the classic phrases I'm sure you've all heard is going from a pear to an apple shape. And it's really important to keep an eye on your weight around this time, especially when you think about long-term things like bone and heart health. Something else to think about around this time, for a lot of us in our 40s, we also start to lose a little bit of muscle. I know, what else does life want to throw at us? Don't worry, it happens really slowly. You almost don't realise that it's happening. But if you think about it, muscle burns more energy, so less muscle means that we need less calories. So I get a lot of women saying to me, I'm eating exactly the same diet as I always have done and doing exactly the same exercise. I just can't understand why I'm still putting on weight and can't shift the pounds. But when you realise your metabolic rate is slowing down and you also need less calories because of a bit of muscle loss, well, it all starts to make sense, doesn't it? And I think that helps a little bit. Well, with all these things going on, it's a no-brainer really to have a really good look at your diet and exercise levels, and more often than not, a few tweaks here and there might be needed, which is why I'm talking to you dressed in lycra about to go on a run. There's nothing like the incentive of knowing you're going to do a vlog about weight gain to make you go and get some exercise. Okay, so it's important to think about nudging that diet and exercise in opposite directions. And what I mean by that is cut down your calories a little bit and just up the levels of your exercise a bit. Just simply doing that. Don't make drastic changes. Really try to avoid fatty diets. Think about counting your nutrients rather than your calories, and make sustainable choices and setting yourself realistic goals that you're more likely to succeed. It's a well-known fact that losing weight slowly and consistently is more likely to work long term. Well, we all lead such busy lives as well, don't we? So added pressures of teenage children, elderly parents, pressures at work, these all contribute to raising our stress levels. And don't forget the cortisol, the stress hormone, which is released, also encourages fat to be deposited. So that's just another thing to add into the equation. So it's important to make small amounts of time for yourself, to look at your diet, to fit even short, sharp bursts of exercise, and make sure you get some well-deserved rest and relaxation. It does get increasingly frustrating to try and lose those extra pounds though, doesn't it? So have a look at this week's blog post for more information. That's all from me this week. Our next topic will be sorting out the fact from fiction, explaining some of those myths that surround the menopause. Make sure you like and subscribe to Fountain Retreats to stay up to date with our latest information, or book onto a retreat by clicking on the link. So have a good week, and that's me off for my run.